It is now 12 o'clock p.m., and I would like to call the Board of Education meeting to order. Madam Secretary, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. Costick? Mr. Ivory? Mrs. McConnell?
Here.
Mrs. Rose?
Present.
Mrs. Ross? Mrs. Wilson?
Present.
President Wilson?
Here.
We have 6 present.
Thank you. Would you please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Moving along, we do not have any announcements today, so we will start with presentations by audience. We'll start with presentation by audience. Presentations to the audience are limited to 5 minutes, and we ask that you keep them constructive. Board Policy 2:230, paragraph number 3 provides, cards will be accepted by the board secretary until the president calls the meeting to order. Not more than 5 minutes may be allotted to each speaker and no more than 20 minutes to each subject under discussion, except with the concurrence of the majority of the board. Our first speaker this evening will be Maria Diaz.
Today I'm speaking in regards to what has been in the media the last 24 hours, and I just want to make a statement. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. We vote you in and trust you to do what's best for our children, and you go and you spend money needlessly and then come back and ask for more. Well, I, for one, I am tired of giving you money. Get your stuff together, be the professionals that you are supposed to be, and get your house in order before asking for more tax-paying dollars from hardworking people in this community, most especially from retired people who are on a fixed income. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker this evening will be, our next speaker will be Leslie Danich.
Good afternoon, members of the board. As many of you may know, I have been part of several discussions around the county schools facility tax, especially over the last year. The bulk of those discussions centered around how an increase to the full cent could assist PPS with moving forward with the master facility plan. Nearly all of those meetings came to the same conclusion, which was the increase is an integral part of upgrading our school facilities to better reflect the needs of our community, and that the increase should only be placed on the ballot after public support had been attained. In short, the stakeholders in those meetings and conversations said, the time is not now. First, we have to do the work. The work that was discussed centered around the following: sharing out what the half cent we currently receive has been used for, detailed timelines and project scopes that are discussed openly. For example, the first targeted goal of this tax is the rebuild of name the school. This will be accomplished by, and the plan for students and staff. Citing examples of what has been accomplished using other funds. For example, the HVAC upgrades installed using the ESSER funds. An explanation of what it means when PPS states publicly that we have school resource officers and counselors, so that won't be included in the spending of the facility tax money, even though we in fact do not have full-time counselors in schools and have been contracting out those services instead of hiring them. These are just examples. From my own point of view, I'd like to point out a county schools facility tax is not bad. The intention is to shift the burden away from the property taxes while supporting public education. The timing of when the item has been put on the agenda, however, is not great. It follows the failure to pass the budget on time. It comes right as the board is transitioning 2 seats. It's happening at a noon meeting in the middle of the workday. And if I'm being honest, it comes while we as a district have a mostly new cabinet. As someone who wants this new time in PPS to be successful and cemented in public trust, I suggest we take the time to build it. Just as we tell our students and our own children, not now does not mean never. That is my message to you all today. Let's take the time to do it right. Let's acknowledge that while many of us in this room have been privy to private conversations about putting this on the ballot, the general public has not, but does deserve to hear it when they are the source of the revenue. If you choose to move forward with this plan in an effort to meet the deadline for the November ballot, I would like a commitment to the public that you will do just that, and a formal plan of what that looks like is shared. It is my belief that most of the public wants the same. Thank you for your time today, and as always, please reach out if you'd like to hear more or discuss this further. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Our next speaker, our final speaker today will be Andres Diaz.
Good afternoon, Board. For the listening public, I wasn't successful in stopping this meeting by legal means. Not because there was no case, but because as an average citizen, I didn't check all the boxes and have all the process and procedure required to file a lawsuit. Now, we lost on a technicality, not the merits of the case. Regardless of the court loss, the court of public opinion, spoke out over the last 24 hours. And I will make an appeal to you all today to not take any action that should be reserved for the newly members-elect. Let's have some integrity in this process. And as we move forward, I hope that you can be better elected officials and stewards of the public trust. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, response to audience presentations. Dr. Bell.
Thank you, President. Thank you, President Wilson. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Can you all hear me? Okay. As this is my first meeting as superintendent of Peoria Public Schools, I want to make it abundantly clear that the speakers, we've heard you. We've heard you. Haste makes waste. And so, we'll just leave it at that, duly noted, and I'll let the board as a body decide when we'll move forward, if we'll even move forward. Duly noted.
Thank you. Item number F, approval of June 22nd, 2026 minutes.
So move.
Madam Secretary.
Mrs. Costick? Aye. Mrs. McConnell?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Nay.
Mrs. Ross? Aye. Mrs. Wilson?
Nay.
President Wilson?
Aye.
We have 4 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. There are no information items, so action items, consent agenda. Vice President McConnell.
Good afternoon. Consent agenda as following. Number 1, Human Resources Report. Item number 2, Interim Payments. Item number 3, Resolution approving the Illinois School District Liquid Asset Fund. Item number 4, resolution authorizing interfund transfers and loans and authority to invest funds. Item number 5, tax deductions. Item number 6, resolution designating depositories. Item number 7, resolution approving treasurer's bond. Item number 8, prevailing wage. Item number 9, approval of resolution to put the Peoria County School Facility Sales Tax question on the November ballot. And with item number 9, I would like to table it as this recommendation comes from the previous administration. And I think in all fairness to Dr. Bell and the new leadership team, that they should be giving the privilege to explore and to examine so that we can make a more informed decision. Mr. President, that is the, a motion to table number 9. So we can separate it.
Separate.
That's what I'm doing. We will, so I'm recommending that we pull number 9 and table it for a separate vote.
Can she do that during the reading of the consent agenda?
Do we?
Yes.
Well, there's a motion on the floor now, and it's been seconded, so yes.
So we're voting to table this vote is just to table or to approve the consent agenda?
We need to do two
vote-
separate motions.
This vote is to table
Correct.
the number 9.
Okay.
As I stated, we're gonna table number 9. So we're voting on to table and to approve the other 8 items.
So we can move forward with the vote to table item 9, but we haven't did the consent agenda.
Correct.
So we need to do 2 separate actions.
Let's do one at a time, yes.
Okay.
So first, let's do the motion
To
to
table.
table item number 9.
And then we'll go back and we'll entertain a motion to approve items 1 through 8.
Yes, but let's get through the first
Okay,
one first.
so the motion,
Is there
We
any
already,
second, so
moved and
so we're
seconded.
ready for the
Discussion.
vote.
discussion?
Looks
Right.
like Mrs. Wilson had something.
I was just gonna say, tabling it would mean we come back to it today. Postponing it
No,
would mean we
at
come
another
back to it to
time.
another time. So you'd like to do it at another time. So I would like to amend the motion that we postpone it to another meeting.
table
So
doesn't mean we
future
come
meeting.
back to it today. I don't know.
Can we get some clarity
It
on
does in
when
some
we're
recent
going, like,
trainings.
is, we're just,
Tabling it
until
means we're
Dr.
supposed
Bell
to
feels
circle back
ready?
today.
Until-
Postponing it isn't
Un-
for later. I just want us to do it correctly.
Yeah.
As the motion that I stated was for us to table it to give the new leadership adequate time to examine and to look at the master's facilities plans, because this recommendation did not come from this administration. That is the motion.
Yeah, so I didn't know that you were going to motion to table it. I do support that motion. I will be voting with you. However, I just would like to state, I was also interested in postponing it because I would like to see when it does come back, Dr. Bell, a presentation, kind of like Mrs. Danage mentioned, with some specific projects that will be included if we get those dollars so that we can better advocate for it out in the community. Here's why we want it. Here's what we're going to use it for. Last time it was on the November ballot in 2016, there was a spending plan, there was civic engagement groups, there was a presentation at the board meeting for the public. And so if we're going to do it now, then I want to do it well. And I kind of share Ms. Danage's concerns that maybe in order to do it well, now is not the time.
Yeah, duly noted. Yeah, and I think it'd be a great opportunity, just listening and observing, perhaps when I have community forums, some of my town hall meetings, then perhaps we can, broach it, as a part of that conversation, so.
I'd like to know, I 100% agree with that assessment as well. So,
Motion on the floor.
Ms. Brenda.
I also agree with Board Member Rose's comment, and I would like to add that I've heard people saying that there's been conversations about this for months between people in this room that were privy to it. I haven't heard one word about this tax from anybody in our admin or on our school board. I heard about it through the media Friday when it went public, and that's really discerning. And you can make faces, but it's a fact. When our stuff went public on Friday, I was in a meeting, and when I came out of the meeting, phone calls were from the media asking about the tax that I heard nothing about, and that is really absurd to sit on a board and have this on our agenda that we're supposed to be voting on in a matter of days and never heard a word about it. So I love that we're going to postpone this, and I feel like we should all be educated on it fully and have the spending plan, what we're going to do, and have everything in order to do it with integrity instead of speeding it through. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
And just for the record, there were conversations about this 2 years ago when the master's facility, and this came, as I stated, from the previous administration. And so it's not fair to this new leadership team to have to inherit a potential plan that has not been hammered out.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary?
Was there a second?
Mrs. Ross seconded.
Mrs. Costick?
Aye.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. McConnell? Aye. Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Mrs. Wilson?
Aye.
President Wilson?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carried.
Thank you. Now can I get a motion and a second to adopt the consent agenda with the exception of item number 9?
Yes.
So move.
Second.
Madam Secretary? Oh, discussion.
I gotta do mine too.
There is no discussion.
Any discussion?
I don't.
Seeing none, Madam Secretary?
Mrs. Costick?
I'm sorry.
Ms. Costa?
Ms. Costick?
To approve the consent agenda.
Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. McConnell?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Mrs. Wilson?
Aye.
President Wilson?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Presentation and suggestions by board members.
I have a comment. I don't know if it's a presentation. It's a suggestion. The July 1st meeting is kind of a unique meeting because it is at noon, and its main purpose is to say goodbye to our previous administrators or board members and welcome new administrators and new board members. And so I would just like to publicly state that I really do not think that it is the right place for any kind of issues that are going to be important to the public. So whether that be the clear backpacks or the county school facility sales tax or whatever it will be next year, I think that those items need to be on a board agenda that falls in the evening when people can come from work when they want to, and that our it's very clear which board members will be voting on, because on the July 1st board meeting, it becomes very unclear. Are the new board members voting? Are the old board members voting? The new board members might not have email addresses. The old board members get the emails, but then the new board member votes. And so I just would like to reiterate that I do not believe the July 1st meeting is intended for those purposes. Thank you.
I'd like
Thank
to
you.
piggyback.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that, and I would also like to add that in the past years, when we had new business on the floor, the new board members were elected into their seats before that business was voted on. And I feel strongly that if we have any new business, we should always have our new board members seated with us, because they're the ones that are going to have to deal with the calls and the emails of people who are upset about a tax raising or a clear backpack. I got those last year, and I didn't have a chance to vote on it. So I feel like it's not fair to whoever's coming in to join us to be stuck with someone else's vote. So if we have new business, it should be with the new board members. And that's all I have to say about that. I agree that it should also be at a night meeting in the evening where the community can attend easily. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Any additional presentations or suggestions? Seeing none, remarks by board members. Let's see. Some colleagues that will be leaving our board. Would you like to say anything, Ms. Costick, Dr. Ivory?
Good afternoon. I have to refer to my notes so that I don't forget anything. My journey on this board. This day is one of happiness as well as bittersweetness. And I decided 12 plus years ago to run for the Board of Education. I knew very little about the processes and the responsibilities of board members. I was a novice, but I had the heart and desire to help children of this community excel in their educational endeavors. I wanted to help improve reading and math scores, reduce absenteeism, and help students reach their potential in preparation for high school graduation and implement programs for all students, whether they're preparing for college or vocational programs, to aid in their entry into the workforce. Serving on the board has been a privilege and an honor, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have worked alongside various board members, administrators, educators, staff, parents, and community stakeholders who shared a commitment to giving quality educational opportunities to all students. During my time, I have been proud to contribute to important discussions and decisions that supported the growth, the achievement, and the well-being of our students. This board is made up of 7 elected individuals. Its purpose is to establish and implement district policies. It set up the district's visions and goals and sets the standards for school and superintendent performance. It's a voluntary, non-compensated paying position. It requires time, confidentiality, fairness, teamwork, trust, and unbiased opinions. Those are standards to which all board members should adhere. Unfortunately, in my opinion, these standards are not always upheld. I say this because on more than one occasion, board members have been blindsided by discovering information that has been shared not with all board members. Such instances create division and undermine trust within the board. I would be remiss if I did not address this in my parting comments. During the last election, board member Christina Rose was canvassing for the candidate looking to fill a board vacancy. Christina made remarks that I and others understood to be disparaging towards African American members of this board, and I found them deeply troubling as a community member and a person of this board, as well as a person of color. Additionally, I saw the same types of behaviors when voting on programs and services offered by Black-owned companies, including Elite, IDG, BH365, and From the Heart. These organizations must always go beyond themselves to prove their worth, while other companies are voted on without a question. All companies seeking contractual agreements with this district must be evaluated equally and with transparency. Additionally, to have a cohesive board, there has to be trust. The gotcha syndrome must be eliminated, as well as board information shared to all members of the board. As I see it, until all board members work together for the betterment of our students and this district, there will always be a divided board, and unfortunately, those who suffer are the children who attend Peoria Public Schools. This is very unfortunate because this board should focus on what is best for the students. If it were not for the children who attend District 150 schools, there would be no board, no teachers, no administration. Serving on the board has been a privilege and an honor. I have been proud to contribute to important discussions and decisions that supported the growth, achievement, and well-being of our students. And with that, I wish each of you the best of luck, and may you find common ground to work together in fulfilling the aims of this district in which you were elected. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cossack. Any additional?
I'll be brief in my comments. I think I said my swan song last time we had a board meeting. I promised my comments would be quick and short. I hope the best for this board. Where there's discord and rivalry, I hope there becomes harmony and unity. That's something you're going to have to work at, in my honest opinion. So I would say in Star Trek and Spock, live long and prosper. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ivory. So it is now
Excuse
12. Oh,
No,
Martha
go ahead.
Ross.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to personally thank my colleague and board member, Mrs. Lynn Costick, for her many years of volunteer service on this board. We have worked together on many projects that have come to fruition. She has always kept the children's best interests at heart. You served in the military more than 20 years, and then you served the children of Peoria, really, in the Maya's Just for Kids. Most people call her Maya. They don't even know that she's Lynn. They call her Maya. But she's always kept the children at the forefront and their best interests at the forefront of everything that she's done since I've known her. You are what I call a quiet hero with the best interests of children, families, and community. Thank you. I also want to just say to Dr. Ivory, I want to thank you for the short term you've spent on this board with the goals in mind of helping to develop a procurement policy where everybody is seen as equal. And I welcome the new board members, with which I hope and pray that the goals are to be best interests of the children that we serve. I mean, that's the only reason we are here. But thank you, Dr. Ivory, for always promoting equality and equity for all people. Thank you.
Thank you, Martha. Ms. Brenda?
Say something? I would also like to thank Larry and Lynn. Both of you spent time, you both called me back. We had numerous phone calls, and I appreciate the time that we had listening to each other. You both taught me a lot. And specifically, Lynn, it's interesting that we both served the 182nd Airlift Wing. It was a fighter group when you were in it, Airlift Wing when I was joining, but you were ending your service as I was beginning, and here we are again, another space where we're both serving in a different way. We're not wearing combat boots this time, but I'm just getting in my first year, but I'm glad that we had crossover in this journey together, and I really appreciate the times that I called, and you always returned my call, and you had wisdom to share with me as a new board member, and same Larry. So I just want to let you both know that I appreciate you, and it's been a pleasure to serve with you, and thank you for serving Peoria Public Schools.
Yep, thank you. Additional comments?
Lynn, Mrs. Costick, I've known for more than 25, 30 years and watched her children grow up and have been connected to you in so many ways. And so I want to thank you for your integrity, for your honesty, for your calm spirit in the midst of some chaos at times. And thank you, and I wish you so much fun as you get to travel and go in and out of Texas. Thank God for direct services into Dallas. That's a great access to the rest of the world. And so thank you, and stay in touch with us. Pray for us. And if you will, stay in touch with us because this board needs your expertise. And Dr. Ivory, of course, I've known you 30 years. Of course, I was 10 at the time. But thank you for your community leadership, for your family legacy you have carried on in fond memory of your parents, Pastor Ivory and Mrs. Gladys Ivory, pillar leaders, integrity, strong people in this community who have impacted families for decades. And so thank you for accepting this volunteer post at a very super busy time in your life, and all the sacrifices you have made and the integrity you have brought with intention to the procurement process and your 40-year knowledge of procurement. And I wish the same, that you will stay connected to us since you volunteered in this capacity. You can continue to volunteer with us, and we appreciate you. And I want to thank Mrs. Ivory for giving you freedom to be here with us hours at a time. Bless you.
Thank you. Ms. Christine?
Mrs. Costick, I just wanted to thank you for your service to Peoria Public Schools. You are not always the most chatty board member, but when you do speak, it's always very meaningful, and I always really care what you think and what you say, and when you speak up in our open and closed sessions. And so I just want to thank you for your service to our district. I know that you care about the students in PPS and all the kids in Peoria, and I wish you all the very best in the future. And then Dr. Ivory, I am glad that this will not be the last time that I get to see you, since we get to be neighbors. But I have appreciated serving with you. We've served roughly the same amount of time, and I have always appreciated that, like, as we were both the same amount of new, your perspective was different than mine, and it helped me to understand a better picture. And so I'm grateful for your service and your willingness to step up and to speak up and help me better understand maybe the things that I don't see and understand. So thank you for your time, and I wish you the best, and I hope to see you.
Thank you. It is now 12:29 p.m., and I would like to adjourn today's meeting. All right, so moving along, so I just go right into the next one. Okay, so moving along, it is 12:29 p.m., and I would like to call to order the Peoria Public Schools Board of Education reorganizational meeting to order.
I would like to make a motion to appoint President Wilson as the President Pro Tem.
Thank you.
Second.
For a second. Thank you. Madam Secretary?
Mrs. Costick? Aye. Mr. Ivory?
Aye.
Mrs. McConnell?
Aye.
Mrs. Rose?
Aye.
Mrs. Ross?
Aye.
Mrs. Wilson?
Aye.
President Wilson?
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Next, we have recognition of elected board member, oath of office. So at this time, can I ask Andres Diaz and Sarah Howard to come to the horseshoe? Take your seats.
Thank you.
Thanks, Larry.
Is in the folder.
Then we'll begin with the, first off, congratulations to you two. Look forward to working with both of you as we make this district great. We'll start off with you, Andres Diaz. You have an oath of office. If you can, you have to do the right hand, right? You gotta put the right hand up and take your oath.
I, Andres Diaz, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education of Peoria Public Schools District 150 in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois, to the best of my ability. I further swear and affirm that I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school's district assets. I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees. I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual, and the decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting. And I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels. As part of the Board of Education, I shall accept the responsibility for my role in the equitable and quality education of every student in the school district. I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course for Peoria Public Schools. I shall assist in establishing a structure and an environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to attain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework. I shall strive to ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement in all conditions affecting the education of our children in compliance with state law. I shall serve as education's key advocate on behalf of students and our community schools to advance the vision of Peoria Public Schools. And I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district toward fulfilling the vision the board has created, fostering excellence for every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development.
Awesome. Thank you. Next, we have Mrs. Sarah Howard. Can do your oath for us.
Hi. You hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Here you go. Okay. I, Sarah Howard, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of the member of the Board of Education of Peoria Public Schools in accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois to the best of my ability. I further swear that I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets. I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinion by my fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board while respecting the privacy of students and employees. I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting. And I shall abide by majority decisions on the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels. As a part of the Board of Education, I shall accept the responsibility for my vote in the equitable and quality education of every student in the school district.
I shall foster with the board extensive participation of the community, formulate goals, define outcomes, and set the course for Peoria Public Schools. I shall assist in establishing a structure and an environment designed to ensure all students have the opportunity to attain their maximum potential through a sound organizational framework. I shall strive to ensure a continuous assessment of student achievement and all conditions affecting the education of our children, in compliance with state law. I shall serve as education's key advocate on behalf of students and our community schools to advance the vision for Peoria Public Schools. And I shall strive to work together with the district superintendent to lead the school district toward fulfilling the vision the board has created, fostering excellence for every student in the areas of academic skills, knowledge, citizenship, and personal development.
Thank you. Remarks by new board members, and we'll start with you, Ms. Sarah.
I am so honored to be here with you all. I really look forward to learning alongside you and working together for the betterment of our school district. Our work is cut out for us. I am hearing what the community wants, and I do want us to be more transparent in our decision-making and gather community input before making big decisions. So I am glad that that vote was moved to another day. I know that we have a lot of work to do. This is a really big and special district, and Dr. Bell and Dr. Andrews are, I'm so excited when I talk to them about what we can get done for our kids. So thank you so much. I'm very excited to work with you, and I'm honored and humbled to serve on behalf of District 3.
Thank you. And Andres Diaz?
District 2, thank you for the opportunity to serve you on this school board. As you saw overnight, I'm here to fight for the families of District 150 and will continue that as long as I serve you. Thank you for your support. A los gente de Distrito 2, gracias por la oportunidad de servirles en esta junta escolar. Yo estoy aquí para las familias y para pelear por los derechos de los estudiantes de este distrito. Gracias por su apoyo. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have election of secretary.
I so move that Cammie Ross be elected as our secretary.
Second.
Is there discussion?
I feel like we should, I move that there's a movement on, there's already something on the floor, but I am suggesting that we postpone this until we've done an evaluation. We haven't done an evaluation this year. We haven't.
Motion on the floor. So do we want to go through the motion and then?
We need to go through the motion.
Can I just also be part of discussion? So, Board Member Wilson is right. Since she was seated, we have not done an evaluation of our secretary.
We did on July 10th after I was seated. I don't know
Okay.
if it ever went through.
But I think the bigger concern is that since then, there have been several things that are not taking place, like policies being attached or minutes not being correct, or we're not getting the updates. And so I would feel better about it if we could have a conversation and then all have clean minds and hearts and vote on this.
So there's still a motion on the floor.
Yeah,
we
so
need
there's
to
a-
move it through.
Correct. It's just
Motion
conversation.
on the floor. What do
Motion on
we-
the floor is to.
It's to approve Cammie as secretary.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
As a new board member, can we at least get the last year's reports or any information, evaluations, things like that, so that we can make a educated decision on this?
What do you mean?
It
Is there
doesn't
any,
exist.
there's no paperwork or
There's-
evaluation or
Yeah, there-
reviews that have been done? at all this year?
Yeah, that is, but that's a private personnel issue, and that's nothing that is going to be discussed here. So the motion on the floor is to, approve her as our secretary. And of course, once you're seated, and you will have opportunity to share in the evaluation at a later date.
Can we reserve the right, or can we put this in?
You can abstain.
Let me ask the question. Is there a way that we can do this, that we appoint her as an interim until we've done a review and then have a truly good discussion in private, in executive session on the direction that we're going?
Well, the motion.
Would you take a friendly amendment to name the secretary on an interim basis until an annual review has been done for this employee?
So you're making a motion to amend the current motion on the floor to appoint her as secretary pro tempore until
Such time as an annual review has been done and the full board and the newest members-elect can actually weigh in with good information and knowledge and be knowledgeable on the subject.
Okay, so there's a motion to amend. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. You can take a vote on that.
Are we taking a vote on the first motion, or are we taking a vote on the amendment?
The amendment.
So we're
The
gonna.
amendment would be.
So we're gonna vacate the first motion.
Not yet.
No.
Because
Okay.
if this doesn't pass, then we go back to the first.
Okay. So the motion
So you're
is
you're just voting on making the motion to amend.
so we're voting on the amendment only.
Yes. And
Okay.
if you vote to amend it, then you vote again whether you want to approve the motion
Okay.
as is.
If you vote not to amend it, then you go back. You
Yes.
said two, but no, it's not.
Right, sorry.
So this is pro tem to allow for an evaluation? Is that where I'm going?
No, you're
this-
voting on the amendment.
Amendment.
He is offering. So
So
it's
name our current secretary pro tem.
Correct.
Correct.
right, but just the amendment.
right,
And
just
then
the
the other motion that was preceding is to approve Cammie as the board secretary.
Okay. Madam Secretary?
Just so we're clear, we're voting on the motion
To amend.
to amend
And
to
do an
appoint her
evaluation.
as secretary pro tem. Yes.
Madam Secretary?
Mr. Diaz,
Aye.
Mrs. Howard,
Aye.
Mrs. McConnell,
No.
Mrs. Rose,
Aye.
Mrs. Ross,
No.
Mrs. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Wilson.
Nay.
We have 4 ayes, motion carries.
Okay.
So now we need a motion to,
No,
oh,
No,
that's
it's,
it?
yeah,
it.
Okay.
yeah, it settles it.
Roll call. I don't know why roll call.
That was
Item number E.
For that vote.
That's okay. Election of officers.
President Wilson, I would like to nominate Martha Ross for president of the school board for the next school year.
Thank you. So,
I would like to nominate Paris McConnell for the president of the next school year.
thank you. Additional nominations? Seeing none, do we just go into roll call for the first one, which is Martha?
No, we're going to do a roll call vote, and when you go around, you can just say who you are choosing
Okay.
as your nominee.
Between Martha and
And Paris.
Paris?
Yes.
Okay. Starting with Andres Diaz? I know you made the motion, but if you.
Martha Ross.
Does he need a second or no?
Not on
No.
that. Not on the motion.
Martha?
Paris McConnell.
Martha Ross.
Paris McConnell.
Paris McConnell.
Martha Ross. Paris McConnell.
That's 4 for Paris. Noted. Moving along, Vice President.
I would like to recommend Martha Ross as vice president.
I would like to nominate Brenda Wilson as vice president.
Any other nominations? Seeing none, we'll go roll call. Mr. Andres Diaz,
Brenda Wilson.
Martha Ross.
Martha Ross.
Brenda Wilson.
Martha Ross.
Martha Ross.
Brenda Wilson.
Martha Ross.
Thank you. 4, you got that, Ms. Cammy? Yep. All right, up next, we have item number G. Do I read that? Appointment of Assistant Board Secretary and Treasurer for the 26-27 school year.
So moved.
What's the motion, what's the actual motion?
Proposed action that Arlisa Holford be appointed Assistant Board Secretary of the Board of Education and that Michael Curry, Dr. Michael Curry, be appointed the Treasurer for the 26-27 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Discussion.
I would like to move that I would like to mention that we have also not done an evaluation on Arlissa Holford. And I would like to suggest that we go back to having our Assistant Board Secretary be Tracy Jones. And at the very least, we could postpone this vote and do an evaluation and have a conversation just as we're going to do on the secretary.
So that's twofold. So you're asking to name somebody else and do, so it's either one or the other.
I am motioning that we postpone this vote. We've done no evaluations this year as a board, which is highly irresponsible, and then voting on it. We haven't had any evaluations, so I would like us to do evaluations and then share all that information amongst the whole board, including the new board members, and then make these votes proactively instead of reactively, as
Okay.
we've been doing.
So then that is your motion, not to add someone else.
I still feel strongly about that, but that would be in the next step.
Okay.
But this doesn't affect the vote on treasurer. It's dissecting a little bit, so we need to make this into two parts if we do that.
So let's make a motion to amend.
Can we make a motion to appoint the treasurer? And then,
You need to make a
Thought everybody
motion
wanted to do
to amend the
everything right.
current motion on floor. Unless somebody wants to recall it, whoever made it.
no, I can make a motion to amend the current motion on the floor to just be to approve the treasurer for the 26-27 school year.
Yes.
Second.
Okay, so now you
Okay,
vote on
roll
that.
call.
Madam Secretary?
Mr. Diaz,
Aye.
Mrs. Howard,
Aye.
Mrs. McConnell,
Aye.
Mrs. Rose,
Aye.
Mrs. Ross,
Aye.
Mrs. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Wilson,
Aye.
7 ayes, motion carries.
And then the second part is
So
the
the second
previous
part
motion
is-
is to name our Alyssa Horford to be appointed a Assistant Board Secretary. That is the motion. That was the original motion.
And you're making a motion to
Yes.
amend.
I am making a motion to postpone this vote
The table.
until we would do an evaluation and have a discussion amongst, as a board, and share with the new board members before we do this vote.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Further discussion? Madam Secretary?
Mr. Diaz,
Aye.
Mrs. Howard,
Aye.
McConnell,
No.
Mrs. Rose,
Aye.
Mrs. Ross,
No.
Mrs. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Wilson.
Nay.
We have 4 ayes, motion carries.
All right, so up next, we have item number I, adoption of board policies. Proposed action that the policies of the immediate past board be the policies of the new board.
Second. Motion.
He skipped H.
We can go back to it, I'm just saying.
Oh, item number H.
So
Yeah,
I can be the
skipped one
second,
over.
yeah. So we're on I right now, so I
wanna-
second the
You want
motion,
to go with that?
yeah.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Was there a second?
Second.
I think I seconded it.
She
yes.
second. I made the motion.
Madam Secretary?
Question? Discussion, please?
Yep.
So when we say that we are taking all of the policies, is that just saying that we are adopting and utilizing the same performance handbook or performance, policy manual? Is that what this is saying, or is there some other policies that are not included? We've not received any communication from the board. So today, coming in cold, I'm not sure what policies this is reflecting that we're adopting.
It's just all standard district policies and
It's
that
on the
you're,
website, right?
Everything that's listed, every board policy that governs this district.
Can I ask
and
for
the
legal
work
to
of
please
the
weigh in,
board.
ma'am?
I
I'm
can
asking for a
offer-
point of order.
Thank you. I can offer.
Ma'am, I'm asking for a point of
clarity,
order. I'm asking for clarity from our legal team.
And I'm offering
I
clarity.
did not ask for your clarity.
Okay, well, go, legal.
Okay, so the motion on the floor is currently to adopt the board policies of the existing board. So what you are adopting is all the board policies that are out there on the website.
Correct.
That are current. So you would adopt those today, and then incoming board meetings, if there are policies that you want to take a look at and revise, you can take that to the board policy committee meeting, or two of you can bring it to the board as a whole.
So this is just approving our current policies and our policy manual?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Last year, didn't we sign it?
Well, the emotion, yeah, I just want to clarify. This says adoption of the board agreement on the focus of the work of the board and code of conduct.
No,
This
that's
is-
H.
we
We're on
missed
We
H.
I.
missed that one. He's going back.
Oh, okay.
We skipped ahead to I, so we will go back to H.
H. So which one are we? So we're
I,
doing
on the
I.
policies
Okay,
of the
policies, immediate past board, right, which are the district policies. Okay, thank you. All
Further
right, so
discussion?
Don't we need to sign a form on this today? Also, the whole, last year, I remember when I got sworn in, I believe it was this very topic that we voted for it, and then we all signed a page with the new board members so that we were agreeing that we would accept the current policies.
That is for the code of conduct, I believe.
That's
Did-
right, that's
Did
the
someone
code of
print it so we could sign it today?
It is.
Do not know.
She has it. I'm
I have
sure
it
it's going to
printed,
come
and you
around.
all will sign it after the meeting.
Okay, thanks. I just want to make sure.
I think I just want to clarify for the public that this is a standard practice that not just our board has done, but that other school boards do, where they adopt the past board policies and then they get to work on creating new policies or updating their policies. So this is just a standard of, like, in order to start a new board with new board members, we just have to adopt the policy. So this is not anything weird or wonky. So I just want to clarify that. Thank you.
Thank you. Additional discussion? Seeing none, Madam Secretary?
Mr. Diaz,
Aye.
Mrs. Howard,
Aye.
Mrs. McConnell,
I.
Mrs. Rose,
Aye.
Mrs. Ross,
Aye.
Mrs. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Wilson.
Aye.
I have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item H, adoption of board agreement on the focus of the work of the board and code of conduct. Proposed action that the Board of Education adopt for 26-27 the Peoria Public Schools Board agreement on the focus of the work of the board and the code of conduct.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Seeing none, Madam Secretary?
Mr. Diaz,
Aye.
Mrs. Howard,
Aye.
Mrs. McConnell,
I.
Mrs. Rose,
Aye.
Mrs. Ross,
Aye.
Mrs. Wilson,
Aye.
Dr. Wilson.
Aye.
We have 7 ayes, motion carries.
Awesome. It is now 12:52 PM, and I would like to conclude today's meeting.
So move. Vote with your feet.
Oh, yeah,
Yep. No, I said so move.
okay.